Plaintiff Teresa Hudson was close to her sister, the defendant, until Teresa got a boyfriend. Teresa believes her sister had a crush on her boyfriend, and Teresa's suing her today for lost wages and emotional distress. Defendant Richard Hudson agrees that she and her sister used to be close, but insists Teresa's controlling boyfriend has driven a wedge between them. Richard denies owing her sister for anything.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, so when we was younger, we was all used to be so close. When I went away to this program and came back with a boyfriend, that's how everything, we started like falling
What type
out.
of program?
It was the Conservation Corps. It's like where they do volunteer programs and like help the firefighters when they have an emergency, when they fight fires. And it was in Sacramento.
That sounds like court-ordered workforce.
No, it was
What'd
the
you
kind
get
of thing.
convicted of?
No, it was like helping the firefighters. You know when they have a fire?
They
they
gave
go
you the
out for
worst
help.
type. Go out on the side of the road and pick up the trash. They said, and you go right next to the fire. And pick the trash up closest to the fire.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, when I came back with a boyfriend,
It was a volunteer effort, though.
Correct.
All
yes.
right, thank you. Thanks.
So when I came back with a boyfriend, that's how everything started. Like me and her used to get into it. She used to start little arguments with him all the time. So I thought she had a little crush on him because she used to start little arguments for no reason.
How I started arguments with him?
So it
Because
was
I defended you half of the time?
So she used to be overprotective, but to me, I'm grown now, so I don't need the protection anymore. Like if it's my business, I don't need her milling into my business.
Oh, her interfering with your relationship, defending you during an argument. The argument has already occurred.
Sometimes, not all the time, but she'll be around like in the same household. So sometimes, you know, but if I'm not around, she'll still start something before.
No, I won't. I will only say something to him when you're around and I come to your defense. You are my little sister. That's what I'm going to do.
And that's what it sounds like. Let the man do her wrong.
No.
Say nothing else. If she don't want to listen, when she come back, throw it in her face, all right? She goes, he did me such and such. So don't come now. You didn't want to talk to me before.
Right.
Let me hear from you on this no good man she has and that you're trying to spare her.
No, yeah, it's true that
It's true that when she came back with the boyfriend.
Our relationship became distant, but I feel like that because I feel like he controls her. If he has no say-so over what she does and how she does it, she won't do it. And you're my sister. At the end of the day, I feel like I don't care what goes on, how it go on. If he's coming after you or doing something to you, I'm gonna stick up for you, right or wrong. You're my sister.
Yeah, well, the fact is that's not the nature of the relationship she wants to have.
And I realize that.
She doesn't want you to come to her defense. She doesn't want you to interfere with the argument she's having with her boyfriend. And I think most people feel the same way.
And now
unless they see some physical or verbal abuse, most folks say you all work your little problems out. And that's what I think you should resign yourself to is when they're arguing and whatever else, as long as it doesn't go too far, then I don't even know, you might even want to walk out the door, but we don't know how far it might go then. You ever went too far with you?
No, Your
in
Honor.
the argument or confrontations that you all have had?
No, Your Honor.
All right, do you believe that has been the case where he has gone too far? Where she did need somebody to intervene? Not somebody who wanted to, but did need someone to intervene. Has it ever been to that?
with his words, yes, not physically. I have never seen him like physically.
He's calling her out her name or what?
Like little stuff like that, but that's it. Really,
All right,
I've
just
seen
calling
like
out a
that's
name
it.
type
Nothing
stuff.
really like physical or it gone too far or anything like that. But I've reached a point to where that's your relationship. Handle your relationship. He's good.
And you're staying out of her business.
Yep. If he continues to do, that's what you want. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it.
But she'll still.
No,
say
that's not
little
what I
stuff.
told you to do. Throw it up in her face. Say, I told you so. And that's one of the bad habits I have, people say. I will, if I didn't spend all my time advising you not to do it, I've told you why you shouldn't do it, and then you come back to me, I did it and now I'm messed up. What am I supposed to say? Oh. I say, I told you. Go ahead. She done told you now. You got
Okay, I don't mind her getting into my business, but
How does she owe you for lost wages?
Okay, she got
And
in a car.
emotional distress.
Okay, she got in a car accident, and they gave her. She did a police report, and she gave them my name. So I knew it was her because I ended up finding the ticket, and you know her signature is way different from mine. So I went to court. I went to court like 5 times for the lost wages, and each day I make $200 a day. $208 a day. So that's how I got up the lost wages to $1,040. So for emotional distress, I did $1,960 for keep going back and forth to court, wasting gas, missing out on work for something I didn't have no involvement of, and I wasn't near the city.
But I offered to go to court with you.
Let her finish.
No, she didn't know when I had the court. Like she asked, "Oh, when do you have court?" If she was responsible, she would have asked.
When did you first learn of the problem? The tickets, is it?
The ticket
Using
was
your name for the tickets.
Yes,
when
the
did
ticket
you first
happened
learn of
on a
it?
police report. It happened January 2nd, 2015.
15.
Yes, that was a ticket, but the people started. I went to court for the ticket. They dismissed the ticket because I went to in 2015. I think
Same year you went to court as you were supposed to, and they dismissed it.
Yes, because I went to trial. So I told them it wasn't me, so I took it to trial, and then the officer never showed up, so they dismissed the ticket. So the whole time I'm thinking, you know, everything's done. So a year and a half, 2 years later, the people, whoever she hit, they end up suing me. So I got a letter in the mail saying they was suing me for this amount, $28,000. So I'm like, you know, how is this, you know, when the ticket got dismissed? So then that's how I started going to court, try to get it on my name, but it never happened. She could have, she could have been came and said, oh yeah, this is me. She could have went to court with me and told them, oh, it was me.
When was the last time you went to court or tried to address this?
It was recently on the 12th, 11/12/19.
How often between 2015 and 2019 have you gone?
So the total, I went 5 times total.
You have the dates or
Correct.
the months and year? Because the law is that unless the issue reappears, if you will, the statute of limitations has expired unless some action has been taken to, I guess we would call it for lay folks, reinstate the issue. And I see, as you say, you went to court, but it took 4 years.
No, the judgment, I have the paperwork too. The judgment was on 2018.
But when did you become aware of the judgment?
I got it the end of,
Go ahead.
they sent me a letter in the mail from their attorney place the end of the year of, I think around, I believe the November 2018, towards the end of the year. So that's how I started going to court the following years. But when you go to court, when you try to do a court date, the month, it'd be like far out just for a court date.
And so what exactly are you asking for in lost wages, those 5 days that you missed? All right, and did you prosecute her criminally?
No, I didn't. I was trying to go to court to get it out my name, to put it in her name because.
Was she found responsible by the court?
Yes, and no.
Let me hear from you, because she says no over here.
In 2015, I did get into the car accident, and yes, I did do her signature. Yes, I did do that. When she first received the letter in 2018 about it, she told me about it, and I told her I would go to court. Somewhere in between, she wasn't going to court or whatever she wasn't doing on her half. She wants me to go in there and without her, so she don't miss work, and say, oh, I did it. I can't do nothing without her. Period. It's in your name. I understand I did it. I owned up to what I did. When they sent her the letter before it even got to garnishing her wages, they sent her a letter in the mail saying if you don't make a payment arrangement, they're going to take your license. I told her, Teresa, make the payment arrangement. The money will come out of my pocket. I will help you pay it.
I
will
have
do
to help
it.
Pay nothing.
You're right, but I offered to pay it. I even told her out of my own mouth. You don't, because she keep telling me she's gonna figure it out. She's gonna make the payment arrangement. She's gonna do this. She's gonna do that. I have right here.
I told her one time. I had one time for the payment arrangement.
After they garnished her wages, she texted me and told me you owe me $1,600. I stated, how do I owe you $1,600?
No, she was denying the ticket the whole time.
No, I did not. I told her, how do I owe you $1,600? I don't have $1,600 to give you, but I could give you something on it. I keep telling her to make the payment.
Are you able to prove how she owes the $1,600?
Yes, I can.
Because she's unclear on it. So once we clarify it, you'll get paid.
No,
because she says, I'll give you something, but how do I know it's $1,600? No, you give her all that you owe. Let's see what you have, man. Be quiet, be quiet. What make you think you can mess over somebody like this, commit fraud against them, wreck their car, and then talking about I can give you what I can? Where you been?
But if she's going to court and she's not telling me what court date and none of that, how am I supposed to know anything?
Send the check, $1,600. You want emotional distress, how so?
The emotional distress is me keep traveling, stressing about trying to get on my name. My license got suspended because of this too.
Okay, well, what you're referring to in terms of lost wages would be restitution, and that comes through a criminal court. In this case, however, I am going to grant you your emotional distress, and I'm going to increase the emotional distress to $3,000, which would accommodate these lost wages.
Yes.
And so, therefore, I'm going to grant you that $3,000. That's my judgment. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. At the end of this is resolving our relationship, so just a better relationship between me and her. At the end of it all.
Yeah, she's still my little sister, and I love her. Like,
yes, no love lost from it.
I'm glad it's done and over with now.